One of the things that I think Gronk did really well that changed the narrative of the New England Patriots was he showed the sports world that you could have fun and be a Patriot. Sad day coming out of New England as Rob Gronkowski has officially announced his retirement. I'm sure Patriot fans are screaming and running in circles. It's tough, man. He's one of the most fun players to watch. I had a ton of fun watching him. He was just an entertainer at heart, is what it seemed like. Who happened to be in a 6'6", 260-pound body and could just dominate anybody on a football field. One of the things that I think Gronk did really well that changed the narrative of the New England Patriots was he showed the sports world that you could have fun and be a Patriot. And I think there was this weird stigma surrounding New England before he got there where it was like Soviet Russia and you couldn't smile, you couldn't have fun, you could work, and that was it. And Gronk goes in there and he's on draft day he's got the Pats helmet on and he's partying with his brothers and it looks like it's about to turn into WWE Raw. And you kind of look at this guy and you're like, this is going to be a square peg in a round hole. How is he going to fit in? How is he going to match up? And he goes into New England and has an incredible 9-year career. He wins 3 Super Bowls. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He really proves a lot of people wrong in that sense. And he also proved that you could go to New England and you could have a good time. They just love to win. And it turns out that they love to work because it's all part of the process, and you got to love the process when you're in that system. The other thing, for the Patriots moving on from here, I think that the staff has kind of seen the writing on the wall with this. That's why you've seen Gronk's role really change from a pass catcher to a blocker. You look at what he did this last year as far as blocking. He was whamming on inside zone. He was leading up on ISO. He was a point of attack blocker on power. He was leading up on guys on counter. The dude did everything that they asked of him. And he really, they changed his role from being the kind of a primary option for Tom Brady to being a primary point of attack guy in running the football, which I think is easier to replace than being a once-in-a-lifetime tight end. So moving on from here for the Patriots, they got to find really you kind of need 2 guys to replace Gronk. You need a guy who can block and you need a guy who can catch. And there's some incredible talent in the NFL draft this year. TJ Hawkinson, who's a Iowa tight end, is an absolute freak. Ran a blazing 40. He can catch the rock, and I think that he'd probably be a good replacement. I don't know if he'll be there at pick 32, but there's also some guys in the NFL who might be trade bait. A guy like Austin Seferian-Jenkins, who's an incredible football player, really big, had an incredible career at UW. He'd be a guy I could see New England could use to replace him, but all around, just closing statements on Gronk. Absolute stud. There's never going to be another guy like him, and we were lucky to watch him play. So it's going to be tough, boys. But you know what, Patriot fans, we need to not panic. Please don't panic. Don't blow this up. Yeah, it sucks to lose Gronk. He's a stud. He's once-in-a-lifetime guy. But they're going to be okay. They've lost bigger pieces before. Yeah, it is a huge piece to lose, but they've lost bigger pieces. And if you think that they weren't preparing for this, then you aren't even a fucking fan. Belichick prepares for everything. That entire organization is prepared for doomsday. The Patriots are prepared if there was a zombie apocalypse. The Patriots are prepared for any apocalypse. They're ready to go. They're ready to win. That's what they do. Pats are going to be just fine, boys. But let's acknowledge a great career, a polarizing figure, and a once-in-a-lifetime player in Rob Gronkowski. Everybody, I'm Cam. That's all I got for you today.